Hello everybody, Rookmoction here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last episode, we helped stop some corruption in the, Sword Guardian people. I forgot their name. But in this episode, we're going to be helping out Fufulupa more. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you were to grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to a man named Owain. But he is one of the Sultansworn's elite. I can think of no reason why he would have any dealings with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consulting with a collusion of criminals. Could that be Owain as well? This letter may well serve as evidence in the collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with the information until now. I have chosen you, Jace. Pray bear this letter to the Mistress Momodi of Quicksand, and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultan, but she is well acquainted with the Sultansworn. She will know how to best proceed. Well, let's return back to Ul'dah and bring this to Momodi. And probably get more tells for FC invites along the way. Jace Adamant, funny thing about that, like, Jace Adamantite is not my only alt character that I play on, that is FC-less. I have another alt character, that also does not have an FC, and I get so many messages about, hey, you want to join this FC? Hey, we're recruiting, and I'm just like, no. The FCs that I like, most of all, are the small FCs, where, like, there's not too many people normally, like, about, like, I like 60 people FCs, nothing too major. So it's like, with 60 people FCs, like, you get to know more people, instead of, like, okay. Sorry, there's a KT, there's a KOTR in Cactuar, and I thought that they also had branches here in Marlborough. Ah, Jace, it has been too long. Dadanen tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of the city, you've continued to help your fellow men. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. What is this? You look like you've got something to say. So that's what this is about. Fufulupa's thinking Owain might be in league with Baldwin. That this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, he needn't worry. Owain's as loyal Sultan as I've ever known. I hadn't the foggiest what this says, but wait a minute. Wasn't Owain the one who... Oh, hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Jace, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see this through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Well, I mean, I'm already so far deep in here, so... But that gets us level 20. No new skill, but level 20, not bad. Can I count on your discretion, Jace? If so, listen closely. Ooh, a ring. Direct hit and blast resist. That's not terrible. Probably not better than the one other ring that I have. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a Sultanate, ruled by Sultan Nanamo. Nanamo Yul Namo. Truth is, though, it is the 6th wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the Syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultanas still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that in if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say this, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owain's the Sultan Sworn who's in charge of guarding it that night. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owain of all people, at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Jace. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns a lost heirloom. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. Well, let's go then. Oh, he's where? In Ul'dah. Ah, right next to the Alchemist Guild. Alrighty. Well, it's gonna be a little bit of a walk then, because we don't actually have that spot on the map. We don't have the Alchemist Guild. Never been around that area is what I'm trying to say. And we're loading into the area with the market board area, so a lot of people are going to be about. Gonna take a little bit of a second to load, but we want to head over this way, around the bend here. Around the bend over here. And right up these stairs. Although, while we're over here, we might as well grab this. I already have it. Well, good job, me. Good for me. And then if we head over this way, there's an Aethernet shard right here. That is perfect for us. Especially later on. Later on, there will be a man standing right here that is going to be of great importance to us. Or at least around this area. They will be of great importance to us. But that is a story for another day. I am going the wrong way. Good for me. Let me sprint. The heart of Swain lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Do you say a lost heirloom? Ahem. Proceed. I can see if there's anybody here that I recognize. No, you're not Fufulupa. Old Med Adventurer, what business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let me see it. Have you read this, adventurer? I see. But you have some inkling of the contents, I think. Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown, and what it is lost. And what its loss could mean for her grace, the Sultan, the thief shames, the Sultana, the theft shames the Saltsworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, in a moment of carelessness. No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seems fated to remain a mystery, until you arrived, bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright, and identifies her as the custodian of the Yule legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them with my own actions. And I've been given another FC invite. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades, lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to your present for the exchange? Mr. Momodi has spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. I'd be glad to. And I am... Yeah, so... FCs like this are ones that I really don't like. Like, there's 501 members. You really won't get the chance to know anybody in that FC, really. It's like, yeah, would they be friendly? Most likely, but it's not really something that interests me. I'd rather have, like, less than 70 members when I join the FC, so that I can get to know the people in it, and then the people who are joining, I get to meet them. It's not like I'd end up wanting to be like an admin of that FC or anything, or like be like one of the leaders or something. No. I just want to be a normal member and stuff. Although I am a moderator of the one FC I'm a part of. But I've been a part of that FC for 2.5 years, I want to say. Those people are pretty much my family in this game, and I will never leave them. They are the best of friends and the people who I care for the most. Or at least some of them. And so, that's kind of like the FC experience that I would like. Is like a small FC where like everybody knows each other and it's like the best of friends, really. Don't you dare, you toxic toad. Good, good. Hopefully one of these scenes gets voiced in the future. I've come as we agreed. Now show me the crown. Aye, you'll have your precious crown. Once you've been duly compensated. Once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have you that I will honor my part of the agreement? Now, Owain. You're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me like that you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that this isn't a company, that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us as we speak, ready to fester me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Aye, this is the real thing. Haha, 1,000 thanks of you, boy. You succeeded with scores of thieves have failed. And now at long last, we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers. The traitor's spurns. No! That... it can't be! What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was you were handing over. What it was that seems as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you. Or did you assume you were feeling charitable? Ha, you must feel terrible, knowing you've brought us the doom of Sildai. No worry, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. There's too many, Jace. Run. Run while you can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultan, lad. And you've been doing that for a good while yet. Papashin. Sultan Swans, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Papashin. Sultan Sword. Ha, no matter. Kill them all. And here we get the good music. Oh, I'm supposed to be over here, helping out this guy. Let's turn on Fight or Flight. Get that extra damage in. Ooh, yeah, an extra 10 damage in on my Riot Blade. That's not bad. Ooh, that one was an 82 damage as well. That is nice damage. Ooh, a crit for 113? That is delicious. Got the achievement to crush your enemies. Very nice. I didn't think you were a bad guy, Owain. I figured you would be trusted. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm glad I did. Heh, the wing got healed for 69. Nice. How many times has he been stunned? Yeah, he's fully resistant to that stun. If you use a CC too much, the enemy will grow resistant to it. This guy right now is fully resistant to the stuns. I'll take this thing down myself. And considering this is a Void Scent, and we fought a Void Scent before, a long time ago, actually, a fairly decent time ago. Yeah, this probably explains where that Void Scent came from all that time ago. It was these guys. Master Papashin! But why? How? The General saw you sneak into the vault, Owain. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General. He ordered you to look after me? Master Papashin, most of them were more than to the north. After them, Salt Swain, they have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I must smite my enemies. Your very being impures the plan. You cannot be suffice to live. That's a big demon. Defeat the masked man. I can take you on. Wrath as the vermin eats its way to your veins. Writhe. Not wrath, writhe. Writhe, I say, fool, writhe! Nope, I didn't get that interject off in time. Although I wish I would have gotten it off on your fire, too. Although you're not really hurting me that much. Fight or flight, let's go. And we will fight. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to cast Fire 2 again. Blizzard 2. No. Ah, nope, I did not get that interrupt. Oh, no, I did. I did get the interrupt in time. Nice. So yeah, that's interject at work right there. I can also give him a stun or two. Anytime I see him casting something I don't like. Dropping low though. Ooh, I see Thancred in the distance. No mortal should possess your strength. You certainly have a knack for getting yourself into trouble. Keep it up, Jace. We almost have him. An unwelcome guest. No matter, all shall fall before me. Whence springs this potential light? Are you... Aw, I was hoping for actual words from voices. Ugh. That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We have long suspected the involvement of the bringer of chaos, Ascians, to give them their true name. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now. As if the Sultan needed any more enemies. Have we Sharon lines crossed paths with Ascians before? Well, we certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one with the gifted. You're one of the gifted. You know, these marks are the third time I've found you in the midst of trouble. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you've stumbled upon? Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene with your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Jace. A crystal emitting a dark aura? Huh. Shattered. Well, let's head back to Papashin. I really hope I attune to the Alchemist Guild Aethernet. I really hope I attune to the to that Aethernet before going in. I don't think I did. I really hope I didn't forget. Alchemist Guild. I forgot. I'm mad at myself. I'm very mad at myself. That is not the right way. Remember to attune to the Aethernets. Don't be like me. If you're like me, you're going to forget and then have to walk all the way back. I could have teleported to the Chamber of Rule, though. Now that I think about it. Oh well. I've already committed. I'm already committed. Yeah, I could have just teleported to the Chamber of Rule, because it's basically right next to the Alchemist Guild. But I'm going to attune to the Alchemist Guild Aethernet before anything else, so that I don't forget. Which one is even Alchemist Guild? Alchemist. Oh, it's that one, okay. Attune! Huzzah! Everyone is waiting for you, adventure. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Jace? I was once a Sultansworn, you know. Though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve. Lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of her crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultansworn, Jace.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo! Glory to the Sultana! Forever may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, once whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift.
Sultana.
Raoban,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
Of course.
Honors indeed. Come, hero. Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
I didn't think there'd be this many cutscenes. Oh, thank God. Alright. And with that, we'll be ending off this episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We're running a little bit longer than normally, but we got ourselves a good job done, though. A job well done. Isn't that right? Ah, okay. So yeah, next time on Let's Play, or no, well, I'm not calling this a Let's Play. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I guess we'll be attending the banquet. See you guys then.